champ is here.
We will definitely not shut up and dribble.
The champ is here. I must be the greatest. The champ is here.
I'm going to continue to stand with the people.
The champ is here.
I will not lose.
I'm a bad man. I shook up the world.
Yes. Welcome. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with we. My name is EJ, and we got a special co-host in the house tonight. Brian Simons joining us, and we are Black in Sports, giving a voice to the culture that won't shut up and dribble. Here, interviewing the best professionals in the game and in the boardroom, covering it all, laughing at it all, while providing a platform to be heard. So you know how we do. We got to welcome our guest. So he's born in Texas, grew up in the Sunshine State. Hashtag BIA of the Ohio State University.
Okay.
All right. So now, first round draft pick, 19th overall. He is our Las Vegas Raider, Damon Arnette. Clap it up for him, man.
Whoa.
In
The Rook is in the building.
Yeah. So how we like to start it off, man, is a shoot your shot question, all right? So this is where you just share a story, short story when you went for it all, where you're like, you know what, it's now or never. I got to shoot my shot. Could have been with the ladies. It could have been in school. Just a shoot your shot moment. Give it to us.
I shoot my shot moment that changed my life.
Oh, yes, let's get it.
Me deciding to come back to school when I felt like I was 2 feet out the door. You know what I'm saying? It was a now or never decision that's with me for the rest of my life now.
I like it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm glad you brought that up because that was something we definitely wanted to talk about, man. Because you were, like you said, 2 feet out.
Yeah.
You were just coming back to get your dog in a couple a couple outfits, huh?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, let's even talk about you had a relationship with Chris and your family. So so what was the conversation or what really made you go back?
He basically said that he word for word like you're not ready for the NFL. I
Oh,
don't care what.
Kevin
what
1000 with you.
Yeah, he said you're not ready. You're not good enough. You ain't had the type of season or career that you wanted to have at Ohio State.
wow.
So him being the first person that said that to me, that resonated with me, and it really stuck like in the back of my mind as I still was moving how I wanted to move,
Right.
going through with the process of leaving. Then I talked to my pops, and he basically said the same thing and said he ain't say it before because he was letting me be a man, make my own decisions, and I ain't ask him. So the
Right.
first time I asked him, he told me. So then that's when like I was like, all right, let me think about it some more.
Uh-huh.
And that's when I went up to the school to talk to Coach Halfley the day before my flight left.
Wow.
And midway through the conversation, I liked everything he was saying.
So he said the right
Wow.
words too
Man, he
to
said-
seal the deal.
Man, he said everything.
With that being said, how much of it was to the point where maybe your pride was hurt a little bit, and how much was that you actually appreciated him keeping it 1000 with you and giving you the real when you asked that kind of question?
Right. So it's yeah. So I appreciate him telling me that. You know what I'm saying? That's what because if you just expect to hear good things from somebody, then like why ask the question? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like I asked the question expecting him to
keep it real.
keep it real with me.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
You got to respect that
Exactly.
because some people won't give it to you.
Exactly.
And how you up here with the dummy mission?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
With
saying.
that being said, how hard was it to see like your people, like guys that you know leaving, and then you're like, man, I thought about leaving, but I'm gonna stay anyway.
Yeah, it's hard. That's a pill to swallow.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like just the thought of being that forgotten corner at a great university with a great tradition of cornerbacks going into the league first round. You know what I'm saying? Being somebody who is put in a situation like that, yeah, that's naturally that you're gonna think about that if things ain't going right to how you want them to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you start comparing paths, and that's what you got to stay away from because
Yep.
then you get out your zone.
In your
You know what I'm
lane,
saying?
right?
Exactly.
Oh, that's love. So speaking of love, man, where did you develop your love for the game? Like, what is your involvement? You know, give me what was the tie with sports for you?
So it was like I was always so aggressive.
Okay.
with playing like all my cousins, my fam, everybody like wrestling, fighting. That's how we played. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? And I took that playing style to school. and it caused issues. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Always on, huh?
Yeah, as a little kid, like me running up to somebody and pushing them down, like I'm looking at them, waiting for them to get up and push me back so I could run.
Because that's how you was taught.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a game.
But then they start crying and stuff, teachers and write-ups, and then like my parents was like, damn, like we gotta get him active, doing
Involved in something.
So yeah, so I was like 6.
Okay.
When I first started playing.
So was hooping the first love?
Nah, it was definitely football.
It was football.
Because it was football. But then because my
pops
pops
right?
because my pops played basketball. Once I started getting into basketball, because I started playing it a little late.
Oh, okay.
But once I started getting into it, it was I like basketball. I actually quit football
For a bit.
Huh?
For a bit to do basketball.
Yeah, like I stopped playing like little league.
Wow.
All that to play basketball.
Wow. Okay. When you were down in South Florida growing up, I mean, it's real competitive down there, obviously. You know what I mean? How did you make that decision to go to Ohio State as opposed to going to the U or Florida or Florida State?
So naturally, just being in Florida, I didn't want to be in Florida. You know what I'm saying? But also at the same time, I was committed to South Carolina though. So what really what got me locked in with Ohio State, Coach Combs during recruiting, he was just talking about the Big Ten and everything, and I'm being the SEC.
That's that whole world. Too.
Yeah, I told him, I said, Coach, I feel like the SEC better ball. You know what I'm saying? And he said, if you scared, don't come.
There you go.
For real.
Yeah. You like a challenge. You're like, hold on.
You like, hey, ain't no part of me scared, right?
Listen, that happened on like a Tuesday. I had a home visit with them on Thursday, official visit Friday, committed on Monday, signing day Tuesday.
Wow.
He seemed like he know the right things to say to you.
Yeah, he knew what buttons to push.
He pushed those buttons for sure. So, kind of coming up, man, you definitely talk about adversity a lot. I mean, you talk about it kind of, I saw you went to like a rookie camp in Florida, didn't get the offers at first. Your offers came late and things like that. Where did that chip come from, or why do you think you're counted out? And how have you transition that to make that your momentum, man?
Yeah, so just naturally, just how my life worked. I always usually just somehow, some way get the short end of the stick. But at the end of the day, I had a whole stick in my hand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I like that.
I like that too.
I like what you did right there.
Yeah. So it's just, but that happened with me at a young age. So I learned how to make that feeling. Just that chip was like that molded my attitude.
Always
on being a competitor.
Okay.
Never giving up. It just taught me certain things that you really need to have to be an elite competitor consistently. So yeah, just falling down, getting up, for real. Just always getting up, never staying down. Never accepting something for what it is if you know you have the ability to change it.
Right.
And with that being said, I know there's always friendly competition. You know what I mean? Like your guy got drafted. Where you get to prove to all the naysayers, like, oh man, there was a jump for the Raiders to grab Damon at the number they grabbed him, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, I really don't get into that because like if people know how to read, they know how to read stats and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't a reach. You know what I'm saying? I had the best QB rating.
I
had
one touchdown the whole year. Like, come on.
No, in 4 years.
4 years. Oh, 4 years.
And I did it with a broken hand. You feel me? So it's like
another adversity.
I'm not like people been saying I wouldn't be here, like you said, first round.
Right.
19. Yeah. I wasn't supposed to do that, but I did.
I love it.
So it's people still always gonna find something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here for that.
So with that adversity, man. So when did you actually break your wrist? Because you pretty much played this full season with it, right? Was it like?
Yeah. So I broke my wrist in the middle of camp.
Okay.
Before the season started.
And you had to be like, okay, first they taught me, push my buttons and made me come back.
Now I like people. That's what people would expect, but like I didn't even know it was broke. Like we was in practice. It was a big day. All the alumni was there. Eddie George was there.
Okay.
And defense, we we used to whoop on our offense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hyped. JK running with the ball, I come across and I try to punch it. And he like moved, like he just tucked it, and my wrist snapped like this. So I got off the field real quick. I'm holding it. Trainers came up. I said, take me up real quick.
And went back in.
Finished. And then the next day, it was hurting a little bit, so they just put a temporary cast on it. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm practicing with the little cast. They'll cut it off after practice. Go about my day. Like my hand was hurting and stuff. So I was like, with me, I find a way to, if something hurts, I'll aggravate it just so I can get used to that.
The pain.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing with my wrist. And they keep on asking me how I feel. I'm like, it's straight.
Right.
And then they like, man, you keep on saying it's straight. Like, let's get an X-ray.
Right.
So this happened after the what game? I think after the second game, I got an X-ray. So I had a fractured scaphoid.
Before you played 2 games.
Oh, it get better. Let me tell you.
I know. I'm thinking about that.
He played 2 games, but that's what's great, man. I mean, and so your pain tolerance, if you're telling me you're squeezing on it and you're
listen.
Oh boy.
So I guess they was like, all right, we're gonna see if it heals on its own. I got a bye week and 2 games. We're gonna give it 2 weeks. So 2 games go by, so they see it's not healing. So then I get surgery. During the bye week. Oh yeah, and then played the next week against Northwestern.
Yo.
And then finished the rest of the season.
Did they put anything in it?
A screw.
Yeah, just a screw, not a plate or no reinforcement, just a screw.
They put a screw in it.
I know that hurt, but it was your left hand, which is you're right-handed.
No, it was my
it
right
was your
hand.
right.
Yeah.
And you're right-handed.
Yeah, I'm right-handed. Yo.
Damn.
That was a transition.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's what so you feel me? Like when people get to talking, like, and I know all that stuff, I got other stuff to worry about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, and I know it's gonna be something.
There's gonna be some adversity.
It's gonna be something else.
Somebody always got something to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Always got
Somebody's
something to
gonna always have something to say, but I'm always gonna have something I gotta get through. You know what I'm saying? So
I love it.
You can't even worry about naysayers for real, because I made it this far with naysayers. So it's kind of like, I hope they there still. You know what I'm saying? They help me.
Hey, what you say? They're my motivation.
Exactly. And the fact that, too, I'm sure you've heard, I mean, Coach Gruden and Mike Mayock have talked about the fact that you played with a broken wrist. They talked about that as being an attribute and how tough you are.
Oh, yeah, they definitely riding for what type of player, man. For real.
So what's your favorite? You like to get up and mix it up. You a bump and run kind of get in your face.
Yeah, all the time. Get in your face. You gonna smell my breath.
You like to bump the gums? You like to talk to him a little bit? Let them know what you're doing to him?
You already know. You got to.
Yeah, you have to. You got to.
So, Ohio State has been really making a run with the guys that are coming up. Yourself, 2 in the first round. Are you guys taking the title of DBU?
Bro, we been took it.
Oh, you been took it.
Like, we been took it. Man, we had 8 DBs drafted in the past 7 years. We had 8 DBs drafted in like the past
couple of years, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And it's not just drafted, it's first round. So it's like, yeah, y'all, it's first round. Like first round. And it's not one, like our secondaries.
I love it. Hey, I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Like our second, not just a player like both starting corners.
Now that was crazy. The fact that both of y'all went up that high, like that's great. And I wonder about this though. With that being said, I was trying to rack my brain to think if they had any LSU corners on their team.
They got somebody they got Trayvon Mullen from Clemson.
From Clemson.
Okay, yeah.
Florida boy.
Yeah.
Everybody from Florida.
Yeah,
Real talk.
Yeah.
Don't hang.
I'm a Cali boy though, but still, I got you.
Cali.
yeah. Originally, I'm a Cali boy. But
so, also, I saw a video online. Did you get robbed at the combine on your 40, man?
Oh, that's what they say.
Have you seen the video?
I seen it.
So for those that haven't seen, so there's a video of his start at the combine where the clock starts about 0.11 seconds before he even takes off. So my man probably is a 4.4 runner because what'd you run? It was a 4.5, 4.56, something like that.
okay.
Yeah. And it's crazy. I wasn't even tracking that.
Oh,
like,
really?
And like but it's like when I got to that line though, I forgot everything they taught me.
Locked in.
Man,
just go, huh?
nah, I told them if I forget everything, I said I'm about to just go out there and run.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I just ran.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
I ain't no track runner.
I was about to say you never ran track in high school, none of that stuff,
Nah.
and they always try to teach you all the whole track stuff and your first 3 steps and all that.
Nah.
Yeah, no, I feel you. That's
Yeah, I play football.
So now that you're moving, is that relationship? Because I actually met or kind of worked with CC when I worked at the Greater Cleveland Sports
Mhm.
Awards, and he was the host one year. Is that relationship still together? Does he keep that bond?
For sure.
Yeah. And what did he tell you now, like after your season? Because he told you for going into your repeat year, he was like you weren't ready. What is he telling you to prepare you now to kind of get into?
He basically was just like, man, well, at first he was just saying how, like, man, I ain't never steered you wrong. You know what I'm saying? I had to hear that. But then he was just saying how proud of me he was
Oh, dope.
because the only thing he did was tell me something. You know what I'm saying? I took action, and he was just saying how proud of me he was, and how excited he is because he sees the future.
I love it.
With that being said, man, I always wonder this. I asked Henry Ruggs this like a week ago
Mm.
when they called your name and you got drafted. I mean, because none of us know what that's like. What's that feeling like, man? When all your dreams realized at that moment.
Yeah, I mean, so with me, it was more so because I know there was a whole bunch of people who just knew they was going first round.
Right.
I felt like I should go
Okay.
first round, but I prepared myself. Like, if you don't, like, you came back to school and did what you said you was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't have did nothing else. Like, man, you
Out of
won.
your control.
You winning.
You
You
Yeah.
did
know
what
I'm
you were
saying?
supposed to
winning.
do.
1 touchdown in 4 years.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching the draft, and like right after I think Judy got picked,
Mm-hmm.
I went to my room. Because we come from the same area in Florida, so seeing him, I'm like, dang, like I seen it.
I
I was
seen it.
like, ooh, it's right there. I was like, okay. I need to go do something. I need some air. I need something. So we went. I went and started playing Madden.
Okay.
Me and John, we was playing Madden. And then right as we playing, I get a call, and I'm like, it said Tampa, and I'm like, man, what?
Because John Gruden,
Gruden
used to
still
live in
has his
Tampa.
Tampa number.
Yeah, I'm like, who the
Who the fuck is
yeah,
this?
man, coming from Tampa. They
Tampa.
better get off my phone. You feel?
Quit playing.
Yeah, but then when I heard his voice, I was just like, yeah. Nah, I really was like, yeah, like I knew it.
Let's go.
You feel? I was really like, stop playing with me.
And I was gonna post that. The call is awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
The call is awesome. The way he came at you, he was talking to you like, yo, and he was like, yo, I'm ready. He's like, let's get it, coach.
Yeah.
Well, let's just kind of move forward into the game, man.
like
Let's
that.
talk about that transition, more of the draft and more about what you're going to bring to the team, man. So I'm watching these clips and these highlights and these films. I'm getting so goddamn excited, man. Just the way you play the game is the way you're supposed to play the damn game.
Yeah.
I mean, talking about bust you in your fucking mouth.
Mhm.
Yeah, you come and play the game. And then to know, like, you're going to be in a group of fellas that's going to want to do that.
Mhm.
Shout out to Jay Abrams because
I was
he's
going to say he's going to be there with John Abrams. I know
Mhm.
you've seen him. I don't know if you talked to him yet. You've been here for a while.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you talked to him.
for sure.
Yeah, he got that confidence too.
Oh, yeah.
We played in that little charity softball game last year,
Mhm.
and Jonathan played on the Raiders. I played on the Golden Knights team or whatever. But he a cool dude, man. But you could tell he got that fire. You guys have an instant connection with some of the defensive backs that you've met since you've been here.
Yeah, cause we all young, hungry. You know what I'm saying?
And bring it.
We bring it. You know what I'm saying? We ready. I know, like, just coming into a place where basically we trying to bring the tradition back. You know what I'm saying? And I just left Ohio State where we was in a similar situation this past year where we ain't been playing to our standard.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole off season was raising the bar. We we can't just meet the standard. We have to raise it. And that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? And saying that, knowing that Marshawn Lattimore's been through there, Garyon Conley's, Denzel Ward's,
Boy.
Bradley Roby,
Yes, sir.
Malcolm, but our secondary was lit.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's my
saying?
guy.
So I look at it the same way. I'm really bringing the same approach to it because I graduated before the season. So during the season, it was really all ball.
Oh, ball.
You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I was able to develop a routine that I'm able to carry over here now, and then also like the vets on the team, they've been nothing but helpful with me too. So we all hyped up.
That's
For real.
cool. That's cool.
So how is that transition, man, with this, not getting a mini camp, not getting a rookie camp,
The whole COVID thing. Yeah,
man,
yeah.
that's, and it's good that you have a routine, and you said they're reaching out, but what are some of the things, you're doing to kind of get ready as much as you can, I'm sure, but what are some of the things you're doing?
Man, I'm grinding
I love it.
still. You know what I'm saying? In every shape, form you could imagine grinding. That's what I'm doing.
I love it.
Cause we still got to get ready. We still are preparing to go into camp at the end of July.
End of July, okay.
So you got to be ready.
With that being said, okay, you got drafted by the Las Vegas Raiders, and hearing that it's the Raiders, but then the first team in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like coming to a city with a brand new stadium. What were your thoughts on that? Like, man, I'm about to be in Vegas. Have you ever been to Vegas before that?
First time ever.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I moved out here, that was my first time ever.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so-
that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, because like to not be able to experience it, right? Like
The actual Vegas.
Before they go into camp, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Lock in and get
It
focused.
definitely feel better after a successful season though.
I like
Anyway.
that. I like that.
So when you
Right.
first flew into town and saw the lights, because I know what it was like flying into Vegas for the first time.
Forget the lights. I seen the mountains back there. I was like, hold on.
Like where we at,
Like,
right?
hold on. The Himalayas?
Hey, the Himalayas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a player from the Himalayas.
Himalayas on the way.
I love it.
I was like, dang. And then driving up to the house, ears popping.
Oh,
in the car, I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
bruh.
Adjusting.
I'm like, bruh. I don't know how many times man, you play tic-tac-toe on my lips, like how
I was just ready to say that. How many bottles of cocoa butter you been through since you been out here?
Hey, not enough, clearly.
Man, folks be ashy
Ashy,
24/7,
hey.
right?
You gotta lotion it up and then you just
Yeah.
sweat it right off.
So CBS told me no mask, no lotion. I said, damn.
He said no mask, no
mask, no
lotion.
No mask, no lotion.
Like,
Man, yeah.
That's funny. I keep Vaseline in my car for my lips for that reason. When I first moved out here, you got to.
you gotta stay hydrated out here, boy.
Yeah.
Facts.
Wow. So has the heat been? Because obviously you got the humidity down in Florida,
Mhm.
and they say it's different, it's hot. What do you think about the heat? Like, how has that affected you?
Nah,
at all?
it get hot out here. Like, it's hot.
Hot for real?
Jay back there's like, yes. Jay back
He
there like, yes.
yes, sir.
No, it get hot. Different type of heat.
Yeah.
But they be having like a little surprise breeze sometimes too. Like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it be coming out of nowhere. Like,
And you be thankful for it too, right?
yeah, like and then it's gone quick. It's like, no. Where you going?
Like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
So, you did mention about getting that call. How was it? Couple questions. How was it receiving that call over Zoom and not being here live?
Mhm.
Right? I mean, because that's a big moment. Coming out to Vegas,
Yeah.
Vegas was shut down. And then the other part of that is, did you have a? Now, this is a Miles question, so shout out to homie Miles. MH, that's usually on the show.
Yes.
Did you have a suit ready?
Oh no, I ain't had no suit.
Oh, you didn't, because he's like, DBs, y'all got to be, dress fly, play well.
Nah, yeah, I ain't have a suit ready, man. Cause like I said, I didn't know, cause I was going, if the draft was in Vegas, and we were able to go, I wanted to go, but I was gonna go and get like an Airbnb or something
And just chill
and
out.
bring my people up there.
Okay.
And just
Nah,
kind of
yeah,
hang out here.
that's what I
He's
was
going wild
do.
out.
Well, plus the speculation of not knowing where you're going. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
you knew where you should have went.
And honestly, I knew Akuda was going
Got
first
you.
round, so I was gonna be in Vegas with my dog regardless.
That's beautiful.
Nah,
That's cool.
That's
for real.
love,
Nah,
man.
for real.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's real cool.
So, what is the mentality that you have kind of go in there? Who do you kind of maybe model your game out of after? And do you take parts of maybe a little bit of everybody?
You see, I feel like my game is modeled after my personality. So it's like when I first, cause I didn't start playing corner to my senior year of high school, and even then I was really like a linebacker, like outside linebacker, safety kind of thing. So my first time really being out there on that island has been in college. So I would watch a whole bunch of Patrick Petersons, a whole bunch of people, you know what I'm saying? But then I started trying to play like them. So then I stopped watching them like that. You know what I'm saying? I watch to like just to watch the player, you know what I'm saying? Just to admire good work. But as far as like modeling my game, like I started watching myself a lot more, studying myself, seeing what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, and what I meant by my personality. Like I'm a very hype, you know what I'm saying? I can be aggressive in certain ways, you know what I'm saying? So all that stuff really, my personality and me as a football player is just who I am.
Gotcha.
You can see the energy though. Like you can feel the energy, you know what I'm saying? Like I can feel the energy from you. But you got to keep yourself from being real hype just when you get in the moment. Like you feel it. I can see it. Like, trust me, I can already see that. I can see that. I mean, really, you and Abrams bringing him up again, but I mean, you guys seem like your personalities kind of mirror each other because he's the same way. Like you already know, like that cat, he's a hype cat. Like
Coach told him to take it down a little bit.
Yeah, I remember that during the
the
HBO Hard Knocks or whatever. Yeah. I was out there for that.
We were
both out there for that. So yeah, that's real cool. Do you have a person like you say you looked up to Patrick Peterson because I mean he's a monster. LSU
and he's from the crib.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's from
Florida
down there.
boy.
That's right.
Forget that LSU
Florida.
He's from Florida.
Yeah, Florida boy.
Yeah.
So and I know Dion is the man. Everybody, those you kind of look up to the cats that came before you. That's like Florida cats that kind of played your position.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. But then like my whole thing is I feel like out of all like the great, I feel like I just press different.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I do something different though too.
You got good size. I mean, you say you played linebacker. You almost see you about like what, like 205, 210?
195.
195. Okay, because I'm looking up top. You got a little thickness to him. Been hitting them weights a little bit.
No, yeah, it's solid up top.
Nah,
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't lying.
Dion got him right over there.
Yeah, it's solid, real solid.
That's that DB mentality. You got to have that kind of confidence to be a DB.
So with that mentality, right? Because you've talked about it and kind of danced around a little bit. You know, you kind of said that you were just you got that energy.
Yeah.
And then one of the things you talked about in videos and you talked about a little bit here is you had to like taper that or kind of control that so you could be at your best peak performance. Almost kind of like, you know, a lot of athletes talk about that mental game.
Yeah.
What did you do to hone in that mental game, or what kind of gets you back in that kind of, you know, that all out on the field, but then I'm cool off the field?
Yeah, really just putting everything into perspective, looking at the bigger pictures, realizing what's worth it, what ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Understanding, like, not putting yourself in situations to deal with consequences. Because somebody like me, I deal with consequences. I would do something, like, I used to do something knowing what was going to happen, and it was like, bet.
Bring it. Like,
you about that action.
Like, bet. You know what I'm saying? So, just, and that's what I really did, like, before the season. I started going to like the inner city schools and talking to like the at-risk kids who have that problem, because part of my problem was not being able to process advice and or listen to it without thinking somebody was attacking me or this, that, and the third. So I feel like I know how to really talk to kids out here to where they'll understand that I understand what they mean, but the way they going about doing something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's different ways that you can go about telling somebody that, and especially somebody like me who I was naturally real stubborn. You know what I'm saying? With a growing up like with authority, especially male figures. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just, I was easy to snap back.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? That's what dealing with a dog, like dogs bite sometimes. So I just had to learn how to put a muzzle on it sometimes, and naturally just forcing myself to walk away from situations, this, that, and the third. Now it's just a part of my day-to-day.
I love it.
And being a young brother, like, that's real important too, right? I mean, that's real important to be able to put things in perspective and to not keep yourself from attaining whatever you want to try to attain by not getting upset and end up messing yourself up and having to deal with some consequences. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So on the reverse, so now you got that, and I think that's a great lesson. I'm glad because that was one of the things that we're going to talk about later once we gotta get into the platform stuff. But you're talking to kids. That's the stuff you do outside to maintain your peace and to have less strife in life. What do you do to get amped before the game? Like, is there a song? Is there a ritual?
Hold on. Just put on that Young Boy.
Oh,
Yeah, Young Boy.
Okay.
It don't matter. Just put it on shuffle.
and just let it roll.
Yeah,
And you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, that Young Boy.
You can see him hearing it in his head right
Nah,
now.
like, no,
I thought he was gonna spit something for a minute.
No, y'all understand? Cause Young Boy, like, that get me hype, but it's like I listen to him every day.
Okay.
On the field, off the field, bathroom, shower. So it's like I'm hype all the time. Like, you can't not listen to that boy and not get hype.
So do you know him?
Nah,
Have you ever met him?
Nah.
So that's one of the cats I would assume you would like to meet. Like, that's somebody that.
Yeah, I'll turn him up.
All right, so the number 20, is that the official number?
Mm-hmm.
Why that number?
Oh, shoot, that was the lowest one I could get.
Got you.
Yeah, I was just like, shoot, I can get. It was a couple options. For sure. One day asked me if I wanted 21, but that was a Garyon number, and I was trying to. I want to have my own.
Have your own.
My own little path. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, that's number's been used a couple times though.
I know.
So there's some.
Derek McFadden? Was he number 20?
I think he was the last one. So it's been between running backs and DBs that have had that. There's over, I think it was like 18 or 19 that's had that.
Yeah.
That number.
I need a. Whenever somebody think of 20, then you say netway now.
There it is.
Yeah.
Netway?
Yeah, but.
Okay.
See it on the chain.
Yeah, you see it.
I know, yeah.
He's
yeah.
like, you see it.
Yeah.
That's not an accident that we see it, though. That's not an accident.
Yes, it ain't tough.
I got mine out, right?
Mhm.
So, all right, now that you're in the league, and I mean, of course, at Ohio State, you played top-notch competition, except for that year y'all played UNLV and beat up
Wow.
beat up on them. I remember that. Was that 2 years ago that
Yeah,
UNLV went down?
2018.
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was a butt kicking.
Yeah.
Oh, that was tragedy.
Oh no, that was 3 years ago.
Oh,
That
was it 3?
2017.
But they
Hold on.
ju-
And you
UNLV
got a
was trying to
pick in
get
that
money.
game too, right?
Huh?
You got an interception in that game, didn't you?
I did. I did.
Boy, fool, I love it.
Yeah.
So, taking it to the league, is there a quarterback that you can't wait to pick off? And especially, there's some names in this first season that you get
Play
to go against.
He going against everybody.
He's going against everybody, right? So you got Breeze coming.
Yeah, I was gonna say Breeze.
It's the Breeze.
Because if God willing, I'm able to get a pick
Uh-huh.
during that game.
Uh-huh.
He had to have been throwing it to Mike.
Ah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You want to be on him too. He can't wait to get on him.
Yes. You see that look?
I know he can't wait to get on him.
Oh,
That's that competition I was talking about earlier.
No,
You
but
talking about your dog, but
you see, y'all don't know the backstory. though.
Okay,
We-
let's
we
get
was
it
in
then.
We was in college though. We did one-on-ones. We was in practice
Yes.
together.
Yes.
That's your
Yeah, so
guy.
that's
Of
big.
course.
So
Of course.
so he already know what I'm on.
Nah,
So it's
I already
coming.
know. That's that's your
he know
Ohio
we,
State.
He know we work.
That's what's up.
I need to work. I need all that.
And he already said he beats up on him. He used to beat up on him in practice.
And yeah, because he was an upperclassman and you was a young boy, right? You was a freshman when you played against him.
Yeah.
Right?
So there's a couple reps. I need back.
Hey, run those back, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
hey, when
yeah.
we touch the field, I'm looking for
Yeah,
you.
line it up, MT. I need all that.
That's blessed. So that makes sense. Because I was like, you do have some, Brady's coming in town too.
Oh yeah.
So,
Phillip Rivers, they play against
played
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis,
Y'all
So,
play everybody.
y'all
man.
gotta.
Nah, our schedule crazy,
Yeah.
and it's crazy because me and Akuda, we have a similar schedule.
Oh, where y'all are
It's like
lining up.
No, yeah, like the same
Same kind of
receiver.
receiver.
Yeah, me and him,
See,
me and him talking. Like,
I already know y'all.
You
Y'all
already
already
know.
gotta like-
Yeah, you already know.
Hey, you should put what's the
Nah,
not
we-
a chat,
nah,
had
we-
a, like
we-
a little gray like.
Hey,
we-
listen, we break down receivers together and share notes. Just know
Yo.
it's BIA forever.
BIA. So tell them what BIA stands for, because I said it in the intro.
Yeah, best in America.
Like-
Like people claim DBU this, then like, okay, your university could be the best, but we the best in America. Period.
The
All
Okay.
caps.
Wow. So you answered the receiver. So I know who you want to cover for receiver and quarterback. Is there a stadium Well, first our
Oh,
stadium.
I was just about to say
Oh.
the one down the street. Hey, that's the only one I'm looking forward to playing in.
That shit's amazing, right?
Hey,
Do y'all do the tour? Has been in there a couple times. You haven't been to tour yet?
I ain't been in.
You've been too focused working out, getting ready.
You're right.
Because you can't go in the building. How many times you driven by that thing though?
Listen, bro, I go in there just to see, bro. Like we ain't got no parking lot though. Where everybody supposed to park?
Oh,
That's the Vegas question. Folks.
That's
Yeah,
the Vegas
they've been
question
talking
right
about
there.
that for like the last year. They've been talking about that for the last year.
That's
yeah.
anytime you build something here, they's like, where's everybody gonna park?
Especially the stadium.
Especially the stadium. But it's a commuter city, man. This is smarter people than us to figure that out.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out.
Right.
But you were saying that you drive by there often?
I see it every day.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
But that stadium's off the chain.
No cap. No.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
Even the facility though, like you seen the pictures.
I seen pictures. I ain't been in the facility yet either.
Thanks to COVID.
But I haven't been in either of them. I was there when they broke ground. When they first dug the first shovel for the facility
Yeah.
a year ago. I can't believe it looked the way it does now.
That
You
was
see
just
the
a year ago?
Yeah,
Just a year, man.
a year ago. They built that whole thing in a whole year. I'll show you in a little bit. I got
Yeah.
pictures on my
How
phone.
long they been working on the stadium?
3 years?
About 3
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's crazy though. When you drive by the stadium, you know this. You drive by the stadium, like say 5-6 months ago, it'll seem like there's a bar up. You go by in 2 weeks, the whole stadium built. Like it seemed like it happened like that, even though
Yeah.
it's been 3 years. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
But no, man, excited for that.
That
All right.
stadium, what they got? Is it like at nighttime you can see in but can't see out, and then at daytime it's reversed?
It's still dark though. It's always gonna be.
It's
black.
always dark, but there's some like there's some mirror stuff in there.
Like, what about is there something with the ceiling, with the roof
Yeah.
of it? Like, what's the?
It's like translucent to where like if you were flying over it, you could see down inside to the fit.
Oh, that's lit. Hey, no, that's
and it's
lit.
open in the middle, right?
No, just the sides.
Oh
gonna
yeah,
open.
just
that's-
decide
The bay doors are the front doors of it. It's going to open
So
up.
would you be able to watch from outside, inside?
No,
Nah. Okay.
not at all.
Yeah, like a window, you can see the strip from
Oh yeah.
inside.
So it's
From
too-
inside.
okay,
With the
okay,
flame
okay.
there.
The
That's
flame's going to be.
Yeah.
flame is that's perfect. The flame is flame because it's fire, man. That thing is tight.
No, it's going to be off look. All right, one more thing before we move on. You're going to be in the 2020 Madden.
Oh
So-
yeah. Yeah.
So are you going to be on them about your rating?
Um.
Does that matter to you? Because like it's just been so
I
much
mean, it
news. about-
matter. I ain't gonna care about the rating until I should care about it.
okay,
Like, let me go out there and
Improve it.
And yeah.
okay. And
Nah.
then when you come back, you're like, yo,
Yeah.
like,
So once I feel like the world has seen me in action, you know what I'm saying, and the rating now is disrespectful. Yeah.
So with that said, who do you play with right now?
Oh, today I just caught a dub with the Raiders today. I ain't gonna
there
lie.
it is.
Netway had 3 picks on him.
You be busting Jay's head. I was great.
Oh, Jay's like, no. Hey, Jay off camera
He
was
said,
like,
"No,
no.
sir."
We are not
No,
going to tell those
sir.
fallacies
He said, "No, sir."
with the quickness.
with the quickness.
Oh,
If he
shout
be
out
giving it
Jay.
to you?
Huh?
If he giving it to you?
No comment.
He said, I'll take a sip.
I'll take a sip. Just pause
Yeah,
it.
no comment.
All right, man. So, hey, this is where we like to call the winner's circle, man. Here at Black in Sports, we always want to give a platform. And, while definitely it's great talking about, all the exciting things you're going to bring, and we're excited for it, man. And hopefully this is not the last time we have you on. But the winner's circle, man, when I kind of reached out and I spoke to you, you told me about this amazing platform that you want to start. And you want to do it like a foundation for inner city kids around art.
Yeah.
And just tell us a little about that. And like when you mean art, like
Yeah.
the arts in general, or is it like specific?
So no, I mean like art, just like painting.
Painting,
You know what I'm saying? You being able to get your creativity out.
express
In
yourself.
other way besides words
Mhm.
or actions or you know what I'm saying? Because with me, you see all these tats on me, you know what I'm saying? Like my tats, they mean something to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go on Google and just and search for tattoos. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I think of something, I think why I want it, or something happens to me, and I put stuff on me as reminders or inspirations. You know what I'm saying? And as a kid, I used to draw. Whenever I used to get like amped up
Mhm.
or so excited or set, like anything, I would draw. And I really wanted to draw roller coasters for Disney. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? When I was real young.
There you
Okay.
go.
But I slowly but surely like got away from the drawing aspect
Okay.
and went to tattoos. But
You like giving tattoos?
no,
Or you would like? Would
like,
you like?
somebody drawing on me what I
But
want.
just
Okay,
kind
I
of
got you,
getting
I got
deep
you.
into the concept and making sure,
Exactly.
like, yo, this is what I want.
Like this is what I like.
And
They
this is
always
why, right?
ask. They all like all tattoos that I get. I have to describe to them like
Okay.
what I want, how this down because it's mine. You
Uh-huh.
know what I'm saying? So and I know everybody out here they can't play football. They can't. But everybody has a brain. Everybody can say what they mean. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can you put lead on paper and describe how you feel.
Yeah,
You
just
know
free
what I'm saying?
a way of
Free-
expressing yourself, right?
Express it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, like that does something
No.
for
Yeah.
for kids. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was
So,
going to ask too. So that art influence came from when you were young, but does it something that provided something soothing for you, and is that what you enjoy in it?
oh yeah, for sure, bro. Like with and especially just looking at other people's artwork. You know what I'm saying? And the guesses of what what they were trying to feel like in that moment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just into that.
Nice.
That's real cool. No.
So is there a favorite artist that you like?
Yeah. That's the
Um,
or type of art.
Or type of, yeah, I have nothing. I know nothing. That was about the limit of my
Yeah.
art knowledge right there.
so I like splatters.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think I seen one in here, right there, the white.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I when I first walked
Even
in
the
here, I,
blue
I
got
And you
peeped,
noticed
I
that.
peeped it. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like I like splatters like that, and I'm also real big into cartoons
Mm-hmm.
and everything like that. So
Is Banksy,
really,
does he do cartoons, or am I
I was
making
gonna say.
stuff up?
I know. I think Waller's a Isn't Darren Waller a artist?
oh, I hope
The-
so.
I think the tight end Waller on the
Mhm.
Raiders.
Oh, really?
I believe so. Maybe we can look that up for a second. But I think that he might be an
Yeah.
artist as well.
I know Robert McLean that used to play is a painter.
Okay.
And then also a hooper,
You know I love hoopers, man.
Desmond Mason. He's like a big time artist.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So we did an art showcase for him here in Vegas. So like one summer, because like art, sports and art, or art for athletes or something
Uh-huh.
like that. Are you familiar with that?
I heard an art.
Yeah. So something. He's really involved with that, and we ended up doing a showcase for him because he's really into painting, and he was just doing like taking jerseys, but just doing an alternate creation for them. You know what I mean? Like it's just like that different expression. That's big. So where are you looking to start it, man? Is it going to be something you want to start here or back
Yeah,
home in Florida, or just
nah,
a little bit
it's-
everywhere?
Yeah, it's I definitely want to get it
Get
up
it
and running out here in
here.
Vegas first.
Okay.
That's
And then bring it back to my hometown. Circle back to Dallas, probably. You know what I'm saying? I really want to expand it because kids is everywhere.
Absolutely.
that's real cool. That's yeah.
That's
I mean,
amazing.
giving back. I mean, to be a rookie and already be thinking about how you want to give back
For sure.
before you even have played your first game. I mean, that's big. I mean, that shows the kind of person that he is. Did you have anyone like that did something in your community back then that said, you know what, if I ever get in that position, I would love to do that, or trying to be like one of the first in your
Oh no, dudes from Florida, like you see them a lot. You know what I'm
good.
saying?
They come back and
They
they come.
definitely come back,
That's right.
especially from Broward. You know what I'm saying? Like every athlete from Broward, like you definitely gonna see something like a camp or something for the kids.
That's real. I like when folks do. Like Marshawn Lynch was real big with that in Oakland.
Yep.
I know when I used to work in New Orleans as well, and I know a lot of the cats that live in New Orleans would do the same type of thing. Like Ed Reed. I mean, you know, he went to the U. I mean, he's not from Florida, but he was down there
Right.
in the bottom.
In the bottom, for
That's
sure.
what they call it, the bottom.
For sure. Well, that's dope that you spoke to kids. What was that? Is that just because of the environment that was in Florida that made you kind of, not made you, but just where you started getting ingrained to give back? Or where did that come from? Did that come from your parents, or just a little bit of everything?
It really just a little bit of everything, and then also knowing that, like, a kid without direction is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because
Speak on that.
that's the new generation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So people have to cherish like time with kids, because you're not a kid forever. You know what I'm saying?
Grow up
And
fast,
that's
boy.
when you mold them. That's when you program them, and that's when they need to. And that's when like the effects of like of childhood and stuff, you really don't see it when they're kids. You know what I'm saying? You see it later down.
Later.
Yeah.
The scars of a child,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they
And
say
then,
thug, the hate you give, right? The youth.
you feel me? And it's like when that kid is older now, you know what I'm saying? And all he really wanted was somebody to listen or this, that, and the third, not to always, you know what I'm saying? And even
Beat him up.
Of course, it's accountability is huge when it comes to just like taking responsibility and growing this, that, and the third. But as a child, when you don't know what accountability means or what, or you don't see how it's, you know what I'm saying? So like when you're trying to explain to somebody like why they should do something, this, that, and the third, like don't like I know for me when somebody made it seem like I ain't have a choice to do something, and it was this way or the highway. I'm going the highway.
On the highway.
Yeah, I'm on the highway.
You can't tell me what. Yeah,
No matter
exactly.
no matter what it's about though. Like,
Right.
and that's a flaw that I had. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know I'm not the only one that went through that. Or
And it's
that's
the
going
approach,
through
too.
that.
And it's also an asset though, because when you like someone telling you that you can't do something and you find a way to do whatever it is that they told you that you couldn't do, sometimes that can work for you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Or the dude or somebody telling you better do this.
yeah,
Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I ain't like why I got to do it because you said.
yeah, you got to.
You know what I'm saying? So what I would try to explain to the kids is like, man, so they in 7th grade, you know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever been 17 before? You ever been 18, 16? You know what I'm saying? So you taking what you don't know based off of something you know where they've been there, done that.
Right.
No matter what it's about, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's paying, you ain't never paid no damn bill before. You don't
No.
know what it's like to, you ain't up, you know what I'm saying? Just
You haven't had that adversity.
Oh, yeah.
certain you haven't not because just because you haven't had it yet. It's
Right.
time. You
a
know what I'm
kid.
saying?
Yeah.
Like it ain't your fault you ain't had it yet, so just shut up and listen.
Nah.
You feel me?
Nah.
Like and that's just my whole thing when it comes to kids and everything. Cause I was all types of hell as a child. So
So do you think they receive you well then, just coming from you?
yeah, for sure. And then I interact with them. Like if
That's good.
I catch a kid with his hood on back there, you know what I'm saying? I seen I was him back there too.
Call
You know
him
what I'm
out.
saying?
Yeah.
Call him out
Yeah.
real quick. Yeah, bring your ass on him. Yeah.
But
I know that's
that
right.
means a lot though, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times in our system in this society is people are allowed to fall through the cracks. And if you don't reach out to them like you just did or that you do, because I saw a couple of videos that you went back and you spoke to,
Yeah.
high schools and middle schools and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I think that program would be amazing, man. And there's a couple of people I want to plug you with here
For sure.
just that have some kind of youth-based programs
Yeah.
as well as just kind of getting the paint. So we'll definitely wrap offline, man, and just figure that out
Oh,
because,
yeah, that's what's up.
man, that's needed here, man. So not only are you busting heads on the field, man, you busting heads off the field, man, making us a better community, man.
Especially what's going on today. You
Ah.
know what I mean? In this
Man.
climate right now, like reaching back and helping out young brothers and young sisters that's going through it.
Yeah.
I mean, we need that in the community.
Yeah, and I honestly just feel like us really is like black men, man. You feel me? We just need to give our people security,
Yes.
and give them a sense of safety within our own community, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Because this is out of control. But I'll just be vibing. I'll just be vibing.
But yeah, provide them safety and also opportunities,
You know what
man,
I'm saying?
and see something different and like painting and in a way to express themselves.
You feel me?
Because
That's
that's the
soothing,
hardest
bro. Like, that's,
thing for us because sometimes we're faced with duality where we're not free to express ourselves.
You got to find your outlet.
You gotta
Mhm.
find your outlet or it'll drive you nuts. Like, hey,
It'll drive you crazy.
it drive you
man.
crazy.
For real.
Like some people write music, some people paint,
Yeah.
some people exercise, some people whatever. But what you can't do is do something negative that's going to affect your future.
Can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's really knowledge to know that you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like to go on and act how you want to act just because you feel like acting that way or you upset. That's real ignorant, bro. That's
Not gonna get us
Yeah.
nowhere
yeah.
at all.
It's
At
immature.
all.
It's
Yeah.
immature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's way bigger however you feeling, there's way bigger issues out there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And if you think about something else, you ain't even gonna remember what you was just mad about. And that's just what it is.
Putting it all in perspective, man. Like you said.
Yeah. You know what's wild about that? I wonder, how do your parents see you? When your parents your folks hear you talk like that, I mean, like that's like a real grown ass man talk. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
real mature talk.
Yeah, they.
I mean, like,
Yeah,
who is this? You're not my
That's
baby.
right.
yeah. Nah, they definitely proud. I know I'm making them happy.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
blessings.
Because they my parents. They seen the growth, so it's like you know what I'm saying. They seen it all. They seen it all, bro.
Love it.
That's cool.
All right, man. So you have a quote that you kind of, not a quote, excuse me, a scripture that you kind of touch everywhere, and I wondered, you may even have it tatted. So Joshua 1:19, man.
Yeah,
That's near and dear to you, huh? So he's with you everywhere you go. Is pretty much the
Yeah.
summation with that, man.
yeah. For
Why
sure.
does that speak to you? When did that hit you?
When I was young, man,
Mhm.
he said, "Have I not commanded you? Do not be afraid. Be courageous, for I, the Lord, will be with you forever."
Everywhere you go.
And that really helps you when you just feeling down, like when you feel me, like you feeling like you alone, adversity's hitting. You know what I'm saying? When and I got this, I really got this.
So you do have it.
Right, yeah, I got it on me right here.
There it is.
Yeah.
Tatted. I love it.
I got that right after I found out I needed surgery, and I had some other personal things going on too. I really got that scripture with the Superman logo over it. You know what I'm saying? Because at all the shit that I was going through
Uh-huh.
during that time, like I really felt, and then afterwards when I was able to breathe, I really felt like Superman. But I knew I wasn't Superman. I knew it was God with me. So that's why I really got them like that.
Fire.
Yeah, that's man. I mean, for me hearing that, and even EJ being like OGs, like being old heads, man. You know what I mean? Like, and he's younger than I am. Just to hear a young cat, man, that has that kind of realization, man. It's one, as a brother, man. It makes me proud to hear you say that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, sir.
because I mean, I got family that grow up in Oakland, and Oakland and East Oakland is rough. It's just like, you know, bad parts of South Florida and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to see folks fall through the cracks, man, and not reach the level that you at such a young age, man. It's a beautiful thing to see and hear, man. Real talk.
Yes, sir.
Love it. So even though you dropped that wisdom, man, then we come to the part of the show where, you know, we ask you to, you know, drop an assist or give a gem. All right. So just maybe like a mantra that you live by life, inspirational quote that you kind of go by that you like, or just something you would tell your younger self, just something that you want to share with the folks listening.
Yeah, I'll tell them. Life don't keep no secrets. You know what I'm saying? Like what's done in the dark always brought to the light. Everything, the way this universe works, man. Like you think you getting away with some, but that eye always in the sky, and it's always gonna get out there. So just be mindful of the decisions that y'all make. Because you're not suffering the consequence for it tomorrow don't mean down the line it won't come back to bite you.
Boy, knowledge, wisdom, drop the jewel.
I'm saying I'm impressed. Man. Real talk. Man, that's real talk. I'm impressed,
Yeah,
man.
little son.
What, are you 22 or 21?
23.
23.
Yeah, I got a grade.
Oh, here he goes.
I got one grade.
Yeah.
I got a grade.
I got one grade.
Hold on, but it ain't even gray though. It's brown.
Oh, okay.
I ain't lying.
He looking at my face. My
Right.
face is all kinds of old over here.
Yeah.
All right, man. So we're wrapping up here. Tell the fans and tell the people what they can expect from you, what you're looking to bring. Let's just give them
Talk to Vegas.
talk to Vegas.
Yeah.
All right, Vegas, check me out. Y'all gonna get a dog, a workhorse. You know what I'm saying? A competitor, somebody who hate losing. You gonna get a great leader, somebody who like to have fun, so, a hyped up individual, somebody who heart is like gold, but he also got a little mean streak in him too. If you mess with him, you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy to be a Raider, man. Let's get a Raider gang, nation world. Let's get it.
Let's
I
go.
like that.
Yeah.
And with that said, I asked Henry Ruggs about this, and I know you've seen video of Raider Nation with the spikes on the shoulder pads.
That's gangster.
They ready.
Nah,
They ready.
That's fire. We need to get this stuff back going because I looked up the tradition of the Raiders and the type of players and coaches that I'm supposed to be here.
There it is.
This fit for me.
I mean, if you want to, hey, you
like
went
this-
from a Raider to a Raider, right?
No cap.
You started off as in high school,
St. Thomas
St. Thomas
Aquinas.
Aquinas Raider.
I was a Raider in high school too.
Raider Nation.
Raider Nation.
I was
a
So
Raider
from
in high school,
So
too.
you're
Yes,
right.
sir.
You were supposed to be here.
Like I'm supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
And like with
Salute.
that, like what was that one? Damn, I forget the coach name. I was seeing something with
Uh-huh.
the coach. It was like
you know, John Madden was a Raiders coach.
John Madden was.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that-
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He won the Super
was the
Bowl
one-
with the Raiders.
Yep.
As a head-
John
head coach.
Madden,
Yep.
John Madden.
always on the bus.
I didn't mean to get you off of that, man. But you was about to say, yeah.
But history,
Yeah.
though, and like you
Oh
said,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
history
like
and the
it's
legacy.
just all
and-
history, man. Like it's like and like everybody, they just hard nosed workers. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I respect about just us, like athletes, is like that work. You know what I'm saying? Because that when you feel like that feeling ain't nothing like that feeling of a burn and like you can't go no more, but you go some more and then you finish and then it's like, nigga,
I made it.
yeah,
Let's
like,
go,
Yeah.
I'm it.
man.
With that said, now you amongst the greatest in Las Vegas. I mean, you think about that. Like you're gonna be a Las Vegas Raider playing professional ball in Las Vegas.
Inaugural.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather, Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like he lives in. You're gonna see him. You're gonna see him out and about. But I mean, as far as like you have an opportunity to be one of the biggest professional athletes in this city, to make your name in this city.
Yeah, I need the crown.
There it is.
I need that. I need to be at that circle of bosses.
There it
circle
is.
of bosses, man.
I love every minute
Hit
of
that
this.
Rick Ross with him real quick.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, hey, we got to wrap it up, man. Is there anything else, man, that you want to plug? Put your IG out there, shout out, say thanks to anybody before we sign off, man.
Oh no, I'll go ahead and thank God real quick for everything He do. Thank my mama, thank my pops. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my little boy.
Shout out to Ace, baby.
Yeah, shout out to Ace. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is, man. Well, hey, we want to thank our guests, man. I mean, boy, the knowledge, the excitement, and I'm telling you, if you just want to get excited, amped up, just go look at some of them highlights and see the way football's getting ready to be played. Just get you prepared for the season. I want to thank our guest host for stopping in, B, man. I salute you, man. I appreciate you stepping in.
My guy EJ.
Absolutely, man. And just please know, man, we are Black in Sports. We're on all of your social media platforms. Please comment, share the show. If you liked it, share the show. If you didn't like it, still share the show. All right. Hit subscribe on that YouTube and just know that we're on all podcast platform. And check out the short form, The Locker Room, and just know we're rooting for you.
Screaming, all us blacks got is sports and entertainment until we even.
That's a joint.
Yeah.
Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Yeah. Yeah. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Yo. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Spent about 2 racks on handmade new rags. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. That's everybody from sports to college class to rap.